If you're over 60, this could be the most important thing you watch today. Because your kidneys might already be struggling, and the healthy fruit you eat every morning could be making things harder for them. Right now, over 30% of adults over 60 have elevated creatinine levels. That's a quiet sign their kidneys are working overtime. Here's what nobody talks about. You're told to eat fruit. Good advice, right? But some fruits, bananas, oranges, mangoes, they're not always the best choice when your kidneys need extra support. They can spike your potassium levels. They flood your system with concentrated sugars. When your kidneys can't keep up with filtering all that extra work, waste products start building up, your blood pressure climbs, and your risk of serious heart problems can jump by up to 62%. But here's the good news. And there is good news. In this video, I'm going to share something backed by real, peer-reviewed science. You'll discover the #1 fruit that could help lower your creatinine by over 25%. No pills, no complicated meal plans. Just simple, delicious food that actually supports your hardworking kidneys. I'm Dr. John from Oak Lane Wellness Clinic, and I've been helping folks like you navigate these waters for over 15 years. Before we dive in, I'd love to know. Drop a comment below and tell me, what fruit do you eat most often? I read every single comment, and your answer might help someone else in our community. Let's start this journey to give your kidneys the support they deserve, right now. Let's start building your kidney-friendly fruit bowl. Think of this as assembling a gentle support team for your hardworking kidneys. Our first teammate is the beautiful strawberry. Now, strawberries are so much more than just a sweet summer treat. These little red gems are packed with something called anthocyanins. Think of anthocyanins as a gentle cleanup crew for your kidney cells. Every day, your kidneys filter about 50 gallons of blood. That's like cleaning your entire house, top to bottom, every single day. All that hard work creates wear and tear. The anthocyanins in strawberries work like a caring maintenance team. They sweep through your kidney cells, protecting them from daily stress and helping them stay strong. Here's the beautiful part. Strawberries are naturally low in potassium. That means they're a safe, gentle choice that won't overwhelm your system. A cup of strawberries has about the same potassium as half a banana, but with so much more protective power. I tell my patients to think of strawberries as nature's way of saying thank you to your kidneys. Next up is the humble apple. You know the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, there's real wisdom in those words, especially for kidney health. The apple's superpower lives in something called pectin, especially in the skin. Never peel your apples if you can help it. That skin is where the magic happens. Pectin acts like a gentle sponge in your digestive system. Picture this, it's like having a helpful friend who pre-sorts your mail before it even gets to your desk. Pectin soaks up waste products and toxins before they even reach your kidneys. This means your kidneys can focus on their main job instead of dealing with extra cleanup duty. It's teamwork at its finest. Choose organic when you can, since you'll be eating the skin. And here's a little secret from my kitchen. I love to slice apples thin and add them to my oatmeal with a sprinkle of cinnamon. It's like having dessert for breakfast, but it's actually supporting your health. For those who enjoy tropical flavors, let me introduce you to papaya. This buttery, sunset-colored fruit is like a gentle spa treatment for your entire digestive system. Papaya contains a special enzyme called papain. Now, papain is remarkable because it's like having a skilled mediator in your body. It helps break down proteins more efficiently, which means less work for your kidneys later on. But here's what I find most exciting about papaya. It has powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is like having a low-grade fever throughout your body. It makes everything work harder than it needs to. Papaya helps calm that inflammation, especially around the delicate filtering systems in your kidneys. It's like giving your kidneys a warm, soothing bath after a long day. The best part? Papaya is naturally sweet and satisfying. A small bowl makes a wonderful afternoon snack or a light dessert after dinner. And now, the champion of kidney-supporting fruits, the mighty blueberry. A fascinating study followed older adults who ate a small handful of blueberries daily. After just 3 months, their kidney function markers improved by nearly 30%. That's not just impressive, that's life-changing. Here's why blueberries are so special. See that deep, rich blue color? That comes from having the highest concentration of those protective anthocyanins we talked about earlier. If strawberries have a cleanup crew, Blueberries have a full-service protection and repair team. They're working around the clock to reduce what scientists call oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress like rust forming on metal. It's the slow damage that happens as we age. Blueberries are like applying a protective coating that prevents that rust from forming in the first place. And practically speaking, they're perfect for busy lives. Low in potassium, low in natural sugars, and they keep well in the freezer. I tell my patients, keep a bag of frozen blueberries in your freezer. Add a handful to your yogurt, your oatmeal, or just eat them straight as a cool, refreshing snack. 1 cup of blueberries has less potassium than half a banana, but delivers more protective power than almost any other fruit you can choose. Now let's have an honest conversation about some fruits that require a more thoughtful approach. I want to be clear, these aren't bad fruits. They're just fruits that can present challenges when your kidneys need extra support. Think of this like choosing the right tool for the job. A sledgehammer isn't a bad tool, but you wouldn't use it to hang a picture frame. First, let's talk about cantaloupe. This sweet, juicy melon is wonderfully hydrating and absolutely delicious on a hot summer day. But here's the thing about cantaloupe. It's one of the highest potassium fruits you can eat. 1 cup contains nearly 500 milligrams of potassium. Now, if your kidneys are running at full capacity, this isn't a problem at all. Healthy kidneys can handle that potassium just fine. But when kidney function is already a concern, they can struggle to filter out that much potassium efficiently. It's like asking a mail sorter who's already behind schedule to handle a huge, unexpected delivery. The potassium can build up in your blood, and that can affect your heart rhythm and blood pressure. Does this mean you can never enjoy cantaloupe again? Not necessarily, but it might mean enjoying a few small pieces instead of a large bowl, and maybe not every day. Similarly, let's talk about the beloved banana. Bananas have been the go-to healthy snack for decades, and there's good reason for that. 1 medium banana delivers over 400 milligrams of potassium. That's like getting a whole day's worth of potassium in 1 fruit. Bananas are also higher on something called the glycemic index. This means they can raise your blood sugar more quickly than other fruits. When your blood sugar spikes, it puts additional stress on your entire system, including your kidneys. It's like asking someone who's already juggling to catch a few more balls. Again, this doesn't make bananas evil, but if you're being mindful of kidney health, you might consider swapping that morning banana for a handful of blueberries, or enjoying half a banana instead of a whole one. Mangoes are like tropical candy, sweet, creamy, and absolutely delicious. But they present what I call a triple challenge for kidneys that need extra support. First, they're high in natural sugars. 1 cup of mango contains more sugar than a glazed donut. Second, they're loaded with potassium, nearly 325 milligrams per cup. Third, they're high in fructose, a type of sugar that can increase uric acid levels. When uric acid builds up, it gives your kidneys extra cleanup work to do. It's like asking your kidneys to handle their regular job, while also dealing with 3 different types of overtime work. If you love mangoes, consider enjoying a few small pieces as an occasional treat, rather than a regular snack. This one surprises many people. Oranges are packed with vitamin C, so they should be healthy, right? Here's the challenge with oranges, especially orange juice. They deliver a concentrated hit of both sugar and potassium without any fiber to slow things down. 1 large orange contains about 330 milligrams of potassium. But orange juice? That's where things get tricky. 1 cup of orange juice can contain the potassium of 3 oranges, plus concentrated sugars, all hitting your system at once. The acidic nature of oranges can also be challenging for a system that's already working hard to maintain balance. If you're craving that citrus flavor, try a small squeeze of fresh lemon in your water, or enjoy a few orange segments rather than a whole orange or glass of juice. Let me tell you about Arthur. He's a 70-year-old retired history teacher who came to see me about 8 months ago. Arthur loves to cook. He's one of those folks who finds real joy in preparing a good meal. But Arthur was feeling tired all the time. Not just, I need a nap, tired, but that deep, bone-weary exhaustion that makes even simple tasks feel overwhelming. His doctor had mentioned during his last checkup that his creatinine levels were creeping up. Those were the exact words used. Arthur told me that phrase had been keeping him awake at night, worrying about what it meant. Arthur was trying to be healthy. Every morning, he started his day with a large glass of orange juice. For the vitamin C, he said, and a banana with his toast. Mid-morning, He'd often have a bowl of cantaloupe because he'd read that fruit was important for seniors. When Arthur told me his routine, I could see he was genuinely trying to take care of himself. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He was following advice he'd heard for years. But here's what was happening. Arthur was unknowingly giving his already struggling kidneys a big workload first thing every morning. All that potassium, all those concentrated sugars, were asking his kidneys to work overtime right from the start of each day. We decided to try some gentle swaps, nothing dramatic, just small changes that might make a big difference. Instead of orange juice, Arthur started his morning with a glass of water with a small squeeze of fresh lemon. Instead of the banana, he tried a bowl of steel-cut oats with a handful of blueberries stirred in. For his mid-morning snack, we swapped the cantaloupe for a crisp apple with a small piece of cheese. And a few evenings a week, Arthur started having a small bowl of strawberries for dessert. Arthur was skeptical at first. "Dr. John," he said, "this seems too simple. How can changing fruit make a difference?" I told him what I'm telling you now. Sometimes the most powerful changes are the simplest ones. There was no overnight miracle. Arthur didn't wake up the next day feeling 20 years younger. But about 3 months later, something beautiful happened. Arthur came in for his regular checkup, and his doctor was genuinely pleased. His creatinine levels had not only stopped climbing, they had actually improved slightly. But you know what Arthur was most excited about? His energy. "Dr. John," he told me, "the best part isn't even the lab numbers. It's that my energy stays steady all day now. I don't have that sugar crash after breakfast anymore. I can work in my garden for hours, and I still have energy to cook dinner." He paused and smiled. I learned that healthy isn't a one-size-fits-all label. It's about choosing what's healthy for me right now, at this stage of my life. What perfect wisdom from Arthur. His story shows us the power of these smart, gentle swaps. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. You just need to listen to what your body needs right now. Let me give you Arthur's simple formula, the one that worked so well for him. Arthur's kidney-supportive fruit choices. Focus on low potassium, high antioxidant options like blueberries, apples, strawberries, and papaya. These fruits work with your kidneys, not against them. Arthur's be mindful approach. Be thoughtful with high potassium, high sugar fruits like oranges, bananas, mangoes, and cantaloupe. You don't have to eliminate them completely. Just enjoy them mindfully and in smaller portions. Arthur still enjoys fruit every day. He just chooses fruits that support his health goals instead of challenging them. So, what's our takeaway from all of this? My invitation to you is beautifully simple. Be curious about your choices. You don't need to throw out all your favorite fruits today. You don't need to completely change how you eat. Small, thoughtful changes, like the ones Arthur made, can create remarkable improvements over time. Maybe this week, you try blueberries instead of a banana in your morning smoothie. Maybe you choose an apple for your afternoon snack instead of orange juice. Maybe you discover that strawberries make a perfect, satisfying dessert. See how you feel. Pay attention to your energy levels. Notice if you feel more steady throughout the day. Your body is constantly communicating with you. These small changes might help you hear that conversation more clearly. And here's something I'd love from you. If you're willing, please share your own wisdom in the comments below. What's one kidney-friendly fruit or vegetable that you love to include in your meals? Or maybe you have a creative way to enjoy blueberries or apples. Your experience could be exactly what someone else in our community needs to hear. We're all learning together, and your insights matter. I also want to remind you of something important. This journey we're on together. It's not about fear. It's not about restriction or punishment. It's about partnership. You are the world's greatest expert on your own body. You know how you feel after eating certain foods. You know when your energy is steady and when it dips. You know when you feel strong and when you feel tired. These fruit choices we've talked about today, they're simply tools to help you feel your absolute best. They're a way to work with your body's natural wisdom instead of against it. Listening to your body's signals and nourishing it with smart, delicious choices. That's one of the greatest acts of self-care you can practice. Remember what Arthur learned. Healthy isn't a one-size-fits-all label. It's about choosing what's healthy for you right now, at this beautiful stage of your life. True health isn't about following perfect rules. It's about having the energy to enjoy your days and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're making choices that honor your body's needs. Your kidneys work tirelessly for you every single day. These small, thoughtful fruit choices? They're a beautiful way to say thank you to those hardworking organs. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for caring enough about your health to learn and grow and try new things. Be well, be wise, and enjoy your next delicious, empowering meal.